And we're back with another episode of the Lakers Fast Break podcast. It's Lakers Nuggets pregame, everyone. It's Gerald Glassford coming right back at you here from Lakers Fast Break, Pop Culture Cosmos, where we cover the latest news and notes in the world of pop culture each and every week, twice a week, wherever you get your podcast. Plus, also as well, if you can go ahead and check us out at Inside Sports Fantasy Football this weekend. Before the big game, we'll have predictions on who we think is going to win the Super Bowl this weekend. So go ahead and check it out indeed. Plus, also as well, of course, our good friends at Lakers in 5, Empire Jeff TV. Also, as well, of course, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. Give him a plug. Also, as well, of course, John McCallion and, of course, our good friend John Costa. Hopefully, be on the post game tonight, talking some good basketball stuff for the Lakers. He is part of Lakers Corner and also, as well, Clutch Talk. And then, of course, the Lakerholics crew, Lakerholics.com. Go ahead and check out what Jamie and Laker Tom will have to say about the trade deadline. So go ahead and check it out at Lakerholics.com. But it is Gerald Glassford. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Darren says Kobe statue is underwhelming no matter what Vanessa Bryant says to people. She, I mean, a lot of people are talking about it. Kobe chose the picture. Kobe chose the statue. So that's, again, Darren, what Kobe chose. So again, there's going to be 3 statues for Kobe. Kobe, this first one, obviously with the number 8, he's going to have a number 24, and then he's going to have one with Gigi as well. So maybe the next one will be more akin to your liking, Darren. So we'll see. We'll see. Absolutely. But then again, it was a great, as far as ceremony that took place earlier today. We were able to stream it for you, a great bit of it on the channel as well. So hopefully you will get a chance to see that, or straight from the YouTube channel, or straight from the Lakers Twitter feed as well. You can go ahead and check it out. But yes, we did have the unveiling of the Kobe statue on our channel. So hopefully you will check that out as well. 5 years ago, I doubt that. Do you know who's starting tonight, Gerald? I am still looking into it, still waiting for the word from Twitter. The only Darren's still upset. So it is, again, the Lakers Fast Break. We truly appreciate everybody out there watching and listening. Cannot thank you enough for doing so. As soon as I get word on the starting lineup, I will relay that here as far as the info is concerned. Looking forward to hearing and seeing your thoughts on the trade deadline. But D'Angelo Russell has been downgraded to out. The procedure done to his left knee seems to possibly have kept him out of the lineup tonight. So LeBron and AD are good to go, but no D'Angelo Russell tonight. So he is out of the lineup. Max Christie will start in place of D'Angelo Russell. So, yes, there you go. He will not have D'Angelo Russell, one of the hottest players in the league, in the lineup tonight against one of the best teams in the league, and I guess what you could say is the team that won it all last season. Looking forward to doing it again, at least in their estimations, in the Denver Nuggets. Let's hope that's not the case. Let's hope it's the Lakers, even though they come off of a very inactive trade deadline. So I want to hear your thoughts out there. Please let us know if you were happy that Rob Pelinka stood pat, because he had several comments in recent, right after the ceremony with Kobe Bryant, in regards to his thoughts on the fact that it was very inactive, the inactivity with the trade deadline. And also here today, good man indeed, it is, of course, Joe Soro. And Joe, great to have you here. You and I have been here for a great portion of the day, 2 hours plus for the trade deadline, another hour and 20 minutes or so for the Kobe ceremony, and tonight a lot more on playback as well, my friend.
Yeah, it's that day. It's the day where we had the trade deadline, the Kobe unveiling. We're gonna have the game here. I had to watch an inferior defensive player win Defensive Player of the Year above TJ Watt. which was pathetic. Puka didn't win Rookie of the Year. I know CJ Stroud had a good year, but Puka was the best rookie this year. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just seems like inadequacy everywhere I go. It seems. As far as I was reading about Kobe's statue. I'm not sure exactly what people wanted the statue to be. Do they want it shooting gold in the air? Like what exactly are we?
Well, I mean, Darren is not happy with it in our comments. That's the first thing that kind of struck me. But it is, I've seen social media since the unveiling, and it has not been a popular choice. But it is Kobe's choice. It is the one he chose. So I don't know what you guys are expecting. He chose it, and you know, in her own inimitable words, Vanessa Bryant said to deal with it.
Well, she must have gotten word that people didn't like it for her to have that comment before it even was unveiled.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you. Oh, go ahead.
I'm trying to figure something out here. When are people going to not give a crap about what people think especially on social media? At what point is society going to get past that? Seriously, something as mundane as some statue. I mean, Gerald, you know this world very, very well. You know video games. I mean, every time a video game comes out, what are the first 400 million responses? Oh God, this sucks. Oh, this sucks. Oh, this sucks. And then they still go buy it. I guarantee you, 90% of those a-holes who don't like the statue are going to be the first ones right in front of it with their hand in their pockets and the other one with the phone taking a picture of themselves so that they can post it on social media. So I just, the amount of just uselessness out there is immense. And really, I think what it is too is I think it's a scam. I think it's bots. I think it's a foreign entity trying to rile people up to create animosity and create angst. That's not the conspiracy theory. That's information that I've gotten from federal workers that I know in my circles, that there's people out there dedicated to rile up people on social media.
Okay.
But in the end, it's a statue, and it's a statue of Kobe putting his finger up after he hit 81 points. It's fitting. I think it's fitting. I actually thought of that 5 years ago, maybe even more, that it would be that statue. The only one I thought maybe would have been is when he's yelling and he's popping his jersey. But see, that's the 24 when he did that. So that means that might be the second statue. And I have a pretty good feeling I know which statue Kobe and Gianna is going to be. There's a very popular picture of him and Gianna that I think that's going to be that one as well.
When they were sitting front row.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
While you do that, I want to go ahead and ask you in regards to Rob Pelinka's comments. And by the way, again, D'Angelo Russell is out tonight with knee soreness after he had the procedure, the tune-up as per se yesterday. So Max Christie is starting in his place. Rui Hashimura is still in the starting lineup, just to let everyone know there, along with Austin Reeves, of course, LeBron and AD. I wanted to go ahead and mention again Rob's comments after the Kobe Bryant service in regards to his thoughts on the trade deadline and why there was no movement, and his comments, Joe. I know you got a chance to read them already in regards to that. Said, in regards to the plans, he said, Rob Pelinka says the Lakers aren't fearful of using future assets, but it just has to be the right way and the right deal because, Joe, you can't buy a house that's not for sale. The right move just wasn't there.
The houses that were available were $1 million homes in Compton. So I can kind of understand that. I'm sorry, no disrespect to Compton, but I've seen some of the houses over there, and the fact that they're running for 1.1 million is astronomical. I can't figure out how the LA market works with housing, and it's still in the millions on shacks. The real question is going to be in the offseason on what this team needs, what this team's going to do. And are they going to continue to try and make this work when it's not going to work? Are you going to continue to try to win with a 39 turning 40 player? The answer is no. Now, let's say if LeBron decides to pick up his contract and say, I'm going to play one more year. Okay, I guess we'll do your best to kind of make that last year work. But if LeBron tries to extend his stay in some way, then you're going to have to make that decision and let him know we're only going to do this one more year.
Yeah, just so you agree you're not you didn't like the messaging coming from Rob after.
I've heard worse. I've heard worse. It's just a matter of there's no, he's put himself the Lakers have put themselves in a situation that they really can't get out of at this point. They have to roll with this. There was no savior in this trade deadline fiasco to get them out of this situation. The Lakers at this point are teetering above mediocrity. Tonight they could help themselves out and maybe starting this new run in the second half of the season. Doesn't help that D'Angelo's not playing. But that's been the MO this year. It's always something. And Darvin Ham keeps using the excuse of injuries, like he's never played in the NBA before, like he doesn't understand that injuries are part of the game.
I've got an interesting back and forth when you got a chance. So keep going.
You got an interesting back and forth
between the reporters as far as what was said in regards to his tune-up yesterday. The transcript of what Jovan Buha said to Darvin Ham. Yesterday after practice, you said D'Lo was having a procedure. Can you clarify what you meant? Well, he had, Ham said. I used the word procedure and everybody loses their mind or whatever. I think I meant to say treatment. He had a little maintenance treatment that is normal, perfectly normal. It wasn't a procedure. What was the treatment? You know, those certain guys get shots in the knees when they're dealing with certain things. It's just a treatment you can have and still play. But he's not playing. He's not playing, Joe.
I didn't even know his knee was sore, honestly, until you just told me. I don't know. I can't listen to pre and post game stuff anymore like I used to. It's so scripted and it's like wrestling. It's like professional wrestling now. No talent on promos. I'm supposed to apparently like what the product is now with a bunch of 5'8", 190-pound wrestlers, and then these extravagant women who look like they're, working at Sapphires trying to wrestle. It's an insult to any intelligence and any talent in my book. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that, G. I'm just not impressed by the communication on this team. I'm not impressed by really anything that they're doing at this point, other than a few things.
Darren, Joe's favorite player, Pat Bev, got moved from Philadelphia to Milwaukee, just to let you know. Yes, thank you, Alan. Appreciate you letting him know on that. But yes, Zanger Sign says it's a steroidal shot of the knee, then it's a treatment for tendon soreness. That's what she's estimating it to be. So, yes, it's whatever it is. It is keeping him out of tonight's game, a game against the champion Denver Nuggets, in a game that's vital for the Lakers to get this part of
the cortisone shot. Is that the layman's term of it?
Possibly, yeah. Good old fashioned cortisone shot. But obviously, he's had an adverse effect to him. That's going to keep him out tonight. So, no D'Angelo Russell in the lineup. How do we still get this done tonight, Joe, with Max Christie in the starting lineup?
Pray. There was a game that we couldn't afford to not have a player who was averaging almost 24 points a game in the last 13 games and shooting 47% from not only the field but from 3-point land. This was the game to need him, and I cannot express how much how hard it is to root for this team. Game in and game out is very difficult to root for this team based off the people that are making calls.
You wanted to, that's
that
the one.
picture is what I think it'll be.
Okay.
At least that's what I would have picked.
Okay. So just letting everybody know, that's the picture that he thinks will be the shared Kobe Gigi statue, along with there's also the 24. I agree with you on the 24. The one where he's holding his jersey like that, I think that's the one that's going to be also as well. So
where he's popping his jersey.
Yeah, I think so. I agree. Once again, it is the Lakers Fast Break tonight. Joe and Stone and will be part of the coverage there on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. I've already started the feed. Cool Bro is there. I'm seeing your handlebar mustache. Yes, that you've made in your. Can't wait till Joe sees it in playback. That's going to be funny indeed. But glad to have you here. Your thoughts, though, as we head out of the trade deadline. Not a lot of enthusiasm from the fan base out there that I'm getting. A lot of frustration. People wanted changes right away. People wanted changes to be made. Lakers still look like they're trying to get themselves Spencer Dinwiddie or somebody out of the buyout market. Who knows what will happen the next few days, but isn't enough to get the Lakers where we think they can be to challenge for another title, Joe. And I think you and I already know the answer to that.
Let's see how they play tonight.
Yeah.
One game at a time. Let's use that cliche. Let's see what they do. If they come out looking like jackals, then we got to see what they do tomorrow on top of that. This is not they haven't won a back-to-back game this year.
I will be on the post-game devotion. During the game, I'm going to be in transit picking up the missus. So I will try to be on as much as I can in the chat. So I do want to let everybody know that. But Joe will be monitoring the playback and the YouTube and all that for me as well. So he's going to do a great job, as he always does, him and Stone Hansen. And, of course, anybody else that stops on by, Laker Nick, possibly, Henry Hill. Always got a casting crew out there. So definitely appreciate you guys stopping by. And, yes, I will be back for the post-game. And, of course, don't forget the Lakers nightcap tonight, where Joe and I will talk the Super Bowl and also the trade deadline as well. So Darren says 30 years from now, my great-grandkids will go to crypto and say he did what and did that. Yeah, played basketball. So, okay. Yes, 8 and 24. Yes, they'll have an 8, you'll have a 24, and they'll have a Kobe and Gigi statue. So I think that's pretty cool. I think that's really cool overall. I like the 3 statues. I haven't heard much blowback on that part of it, Joe. I think everybody seems to be cool with the 3 statues.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
It was a crappy day today, one way or the other. Sorry. Kobe should be here, and he's not, and that sucks. And it wasn't just me who felt it too. I kept looking at Lamar Odom's face, saw Sasha crying. Pau looked like he was dying inside. It sucks. It really sucks that he's not here. Statue's a statue. I guess maybe we're spoiled there too. We have 12 statues now outside Staples. Oscar De La Hoya adding wing.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
No, it's a heartbreaker. It really is, and it's just what it is. We have to just deal with it.
Also here today, a good man indeed. It is, of course, Laker Nick. Hopefully he will be part of the playback coverage as well. Nick, great to have you here, my friend. Your thoughts, I haven't heard yet, on the trade deadline. A busy day for Kobe and the statue unveiling. And then we find also out as well, my friend, that D'Angelo Russell is a no-go for tonight's game against the Denver Nuggets. Your thoughts, Nick?
Yeah, Gerald, a lot of activity tonight. Salute, Joe. I First of all, yeah, rest in peace, Kobe. It's great to see him getting honored and much deserved a storied career, to say the least. I just wanted to comment a little bit, Gerald. I know that Rob, I guess through McMenamin or one of those sources, he was quoted as saying that the Lakers basically standed pat at the trade deadline because you can't buy a house if it's not for sale.
Mm-hmm.
I would just say that that's like an inaccurate description. He should have said you can't buy a house if you don't have money. And so I just feel like the Lakers were in that situation. There was nothing much they could do today to really improve the team significantly. Maybe they could have made a little trade here and there, but it was. I know that some Laker fans were disappointed to see D'Lo remain on the roster and not get people like DeJounte Murray. But we did see teams, that are in contention or trying to be in contention, get better, like the Sixers and Dallas. So we'll see what happens for the remainder of the season.
So, Joe, let me bring it back to you. Uh, you just seem kind of, I don't want to say irritated, but just kind of disturbed.
Yeah, I'm irritated. I'm irritated.
Okay. Are you more irritated about Kobe and the brushback on
everything,
that? Or?
Everything today. Yeah, everything just keeps bad news after bad news. Yeah, the TJ Watt not getting the Defensive Player of the Year, which is something that was hinted that for a player that had one sack the last 6 games this year, one sack the last 6 games, and then Kobe not being here, the Lakers in this crap hole that they're in. Everything just sucks. It really is more of the Kobe thing. It's set in a little bit more this last few hours. It just sucks he's not here. It really sucks. It really
I can
sucks.
tell. I can tell.
And this is why I don't like this crap. This is why I don't like pictures and it's morbid garbage, freaking morbidity. Just I can't stand it anymore. And then it's a discussion about why is it this statue, and that set it off even more. I'm just like it's just not. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I want to watch basketball and see what these guys do. And of course, they come out looking like dog. You know what? Then it's just. Ugh. I know. You're right. I get it. But when you see children without a father, it tends to kind of do some stuff to your brain. I kept seeing his kids, and I kept feeling more anger to it. This just sucks. And Vanessa looks exactly the same as she did, as gorgeous as she is. She looked exactly the same 4 years ago. It's not gone away. And that breaks me. That breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart that he's not here for them.
So,
and of course, they're
go ahead.
Somebody that they lost their parents and a sibling. Somebody lost their mother and a sibling. Somebody lost a father, a daughter here, a father. That it's. I know a lot of people pass away here and there, and it's just I don't know. A lot of me feels like it could have been avoided. I think that might be where the pain is. If it was something where somebody got sick or it was a car accident, something like that, where the tire blew out, I guess it would be something that I could take. But I think that the thoughts of why were you on in a helicopter when no one was up there at that time because of weather? So that becomes even more of an irritation.
So, Laker Nick, I'm going to bring it back to you, my friend, as we're getting closer to game time. I want to hear your thoughts without D'Lo in the lineup because of the, I guess, after effects of his tune-up that he had yesterday in regards to the shot he received to his knee, obviously not responding well enough for him to give it a go. What does that do with Max Christie in the lineup now? What is that as far as, him having to guard primarily on, of course, Murray? What does that do, though, for the Lakers? A guy in D'Lo out of the lineup who had been so hot for the Lakers heading into the trade deadline.
Yeah, Gerald. I mean, they definitely lose scoring and playmaking with D'Lo out. We know that he's been on fire for the better part of a month now, and I think the Lakers, they have to muster up some courage today, the special day that it is, in order to get out a win from the Denver Nuggets. Yeah, Max Christie. I'm not a huge fan. I know that other panelists feel the same way. It is a odd starting lineup. I'm not even sure if we've actually seen this starting lineup before, Gerald. I don't think so, right? This
To my
season.
knowledge, I don't think so. We have this season.
Yeah, so we have Reeves, Christie, LeBron, Hachimura, and Davis. It's a collection of players I've seen very, very rarely on the floor so far this season, and certainly not as starters. Yeah, I just confirmed it, Gerald. They haven't started a game so far this season, so we'll see if they're able to, muster up some courage and some chemistry and get a win. But it is going to be a very tough game. It'd be very bittersweet and just disheartening if they're able to lose a game on 2/8/2024.
You're right, my friend, with the Mamba jerseys, and obviously a lot of emotion still running high from the ceremony earlier today. Appreciate you, Nick, and Joe being on. But Joe, any last thoughts on this? What I guess was a very newsworthy day, even though it wasn't the most active day for the Lakers today.
The activity was predicted and executed. Nothing really to talk about there other than talk about what they can get in the buyout market. That's some of the discussion we can go over here soon. Not surprised there just wasn't enough talent that could transfer to winning at this point. There wasn't enough assets. I don't know what they plan on doing with an extra couple of first round picks during the summer. I don't know what that does for you, especially if you're leading the team with LeBron James. But we have to see how this plays out. That's just what it is. We're gonna see how the Lakers play this out, and then how they play it out. Do they go on an extended run? Do they not make the plan? Do they make the plan? Do they make a top 6 seed? Those are the questions that need to be answered now, with the remaining games left.
And we'll find out. The remaining games start tonight here in just a few minutes as far as the Lakers and the Nuggets. You want to head on over to playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. The guys are finishing their warm-ups right now, and the game's almost ready to start. So please join us. Playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break, and of course, YouTube and Facebook as well in the simulcast. Great to have you here, guys. Appreciate you, Nick, and you, Joe. Long day. We still have got a night ahead, and looking forward to hearing what you guys are going to go ahead and say tonight in regards to the Super Bowl, in regards to the trade deadline, in regards to any buyout possibilities. But yes, overall, looking for your thoughts on the game. And everyone out there, if you have thoughts, please let us know in the comments here on Playback or wherever you get us right here at the Lakers Fast Break Podcast. So for Joe Sorrell and Laker Nick, it's Gerald Glassford. Thanks so much for watching, listening. The game time. The game is coming on. Lakers Nuggets. Looking forward to it right here at the Lakers Fast Break Podcast.